Jim, there's a lot of other news going on in wrestling. I don't know that you've seen, but Vince McMahon's name was everywhere in the last week or so. Nick Khan found himself on Stephanie McMahon's podcast. And when the subject of Vince came up, Nick said something like, I have only admiration for Vince. And Stephanie quipped, he is probably his own biggest nemesis. I think the exact quote was, probably his biggest nemesis is himself. She, of course, is talking about her father, Vince McMahon. What do you think of that? Is Vince McMahon his own worst enemy at times, Jim?
At times, I can see that being said. I don't like to. I don't know if you say kick a guy when he's down because he's got more money than the good Lord should allow. But he can be his own worst enemy. He's very hard-headed, very stubborn. But he's also still very brilliant. And I just don't think we've heard the last of him in the pro wrestling space. I don't know where it's headed. I don't have any inside information, but I just think that he hasn't sung his last song.
We know that the story broke from Justin Barrasso, friend of the show. Shout out to him, when he revealed that Vince McMahon recently tried to purchase controlling interest of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. David Feldman, who is the founder and president of BKFC, confirmed that a meeting did in fact occur and that McMahon is resolute about a return to promoting. Quote, he's a great guy. His whole team is great, but the timing wasn't right for us. He's Vince McMahon. If I were him, I'd want creative control too. He was awesome, very complimentary, and he was very serious to do business. I think a lot of people have been pulling for BKFC's success, but I found this interesting, because there's lots of rumor and innuendo out there, Jim, that once upon a time, Vince almost bought the UFC, or maybe Shane liked the idea of buying the UFC. That didn't happen, but now maybe he's interested in bare knuckle fighting championships. What do you remember of the UFC talk way back when?
It was very serious, and Vince made more than just a casual offer. He was very, very engaged in buying the brand, and I think he would have done great. I think Shane had a lot to do with that whole involvement, I should say. So Shane was a big fan of the group, but Vince saw it as an opportunity, and he, not being one to turn down good opportunities, he put a lot of thought in it. I thought it was going to happen, quite frankly, at one point in time. Dana White just shows you how smart he is, because he didn't sell. And now look where the UFC is. It's one of the big brands in the world, sports brands. And I'm a big fan of the UFC. I'm a big fan of Dana White. But Vince had a definitive interest in it at one point in time, many moons ago. I think that ship had sailed, but in any event, now he's looking for other properties, and this one you just mentioned may be his next venture. Who knows?
Justin Barrasso, who many of you remember his name from Sports Illustrated, he's now doing his own thing. He has a Substack called Undisputed. You can just Google Justin Barrasso Undisputed Substack. It'll take you right there. But he's got a report out, Jim, that basically says, according to several executives in combat sports and pro wrestling, the belief is that Vince McMahon will ultimately find himself involved in professional wrestling again. And speaking with wrestlers off the record, there's a great deal of support for McMahon, as many note that he is still held in high regard. So listen, there's a question, or a concern rather, maybe, and maybe it's not a concern. Will Vince come back to wrestling? Will it be MMA? Will it be some other form of combat sports? Do you think Vince gets back into the promoting game somehow? And if so, would you bet combat sports or pro wrestling?
Well, he made his mark in pro wrestling, so I would say that would be my first inclination, that yes, pro wrestling will be another place for him to land. What happens, who the hell knows? It seems like that whole landscape changes daily, but he certainly hasn't forgotten what he's learned. He's still brilliant. He's still got it, quite frankly. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I just think it's like an evolving door. When's it going to open up, and who's going to walk through, and where's it going to lead us? I think there's a lot of unanswered questions, but I don't think that he's done with pro wrestling, quite frankly. It's in his blood, Conrad. It's what he built. He's the godfather of that whole genre. So why wouldn't one assume that he's going to make another foray into that world?
We'll all stay tuned to see what's happening next with Vince. But I guess the question I want to ask now is, Jim, are you feeling up to us getting back on track with pods, or we're going to be doing our thing?
I hope so. I hope so, Conrad. I've taken advantage of your patience enough. I'm running out of gas right here this morning. But stamina is my enemy right now. I just don't have a lot of gas in the tank. But I love catching up with you, and you're a great friend, and I'm always supportive of your ventures. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't think my podcasting days are over whatsoever. So let's just hope that we can make it happen.
Stay tuned, boys and girls. We're going to try to be back next week and every week, and we're going to give you your JR fix. And we all have our fingers crossed that good old JR is going to get that hero's welcome when he makes his triumphant return Saturday, July 12th at AEW All In. Fingers crossed, Jim. I want to see you there. I know the crowd's going to give you a huge reaction. Like, man, you want to talk about a comeback. That pop's going to make, Triple H in January before the Rumble at MSG with the jean jacket. That's what you need. You got to get a leather jacket with like a little jean vest. Maybe borrow MJF's and come back, and we'll see.
It probably wouldn't fit me.
It might now. I mean, look at you, man. You're dropping LBs. I mean, you look great. You sound great. And I appreciate your patience today. We are so thankful that you guys hung around with us. I know we tried to do this yesterday. JR had an equipment malfunction, not the Blue Chew kind. We're in good shape there. A different kind, but we got it figured out today. Thank you for all the time today. You made a lot of people happy today just to see and hear you looking and sounding like you're supposed to look, man.
I appreciate you, Conrad. It's always fun to talk to the fans and interact with them. And they don't know how important they are to me. It's beyond words. So let's do it again.
Don't we all love summer vacation, relaxing, laying out by the pool, barbecues, hitting the beach, doing, well, nothing? Well, how about a summer vacation from your house payments? With SaveWithConrad.com, you can do just that. Reduce your monthly payments by making the equity you built up in your home work for you. You can roll together those high interest rate credit cards into one lower monthly payment, and perhaps access some of that newfound equity to turn your house into your dream home with no money out of pocket. And how about this? You get to skip your next 2 house payments. That's right. You won't have to make your June or your July house payment. You're done until August 1st. Go right now to SaveWithConrad.com. Let my team run the numbers for you for free. There's no obligation, and if we can't help you save some cash, we won't waste your time. And did I mention we're offering a 3-year guarantee right now? That's right. That means if at any point interest rates improve over the next 3 years, you get a free refi. That's right. No new lender fees from us. So you get to save money now without wasting money later when the rates improve on a whole second set of closing costs. Why not go to SaveWithConrad.com and get a guarantee? Save money now and save money later with your friend in the mortgage business. That's me, Conrad Thompson at SaveWithConrad.com. Shoot me an email at Conrad@SaveWithConrad.com. Give us a call at 888-425-0105. Or get yourself a quick quote, even talk to a live person right now at SaveWithConrad.com. NMLS number 2129, equal housing lender. Let's take a summer vacation from house payments at SaveWithConrad.com.